Hello future students of NTSC. My name is Joseph and today I will be showing you guys how to put together the Vex Robotics cage. For this there are 3 simple steps you just have to follow. First step is to make sure that you pair together one of these pieces, this kind of L-shaped piece, and then you have to pair together with these straight looking pieces. And after you put that together, you have to make sure you put them together in a square, and then you add the middle scoring piece, and that's about it. Okay, so far we started to put the cage together. So the trick to this is usually there's a sliding motion you have to put in. So if you go over here, you'll notice that on top of this, there's a slot where it goes into this other kind of slot. So all you have to do is you lift this piece, make sure that the little grooves fit inside, then you push down and make sure it's in there tight. You also have to make sure that these railings on the outside of the holes all face outside, because that's how you know you're doing it right. Alright, so after you have the initial square completed, the frame of this, then you have to add in these middle gold pieces. So with the gold pieces, one of the railings goes opposite sides of each other. So you have this one that faces this way, then you add the second one and make sure it faces the opposite direction from this one. And to interlock them, you have to make sure that these middle sides slide in to the middle so that they interlock, because they have these little grooves that kind of lock into each other. Yeah, that's kind of it. Alright, so to make sure that this middle section interlocks, you'll see that there's little square grooves over here, and also these have the little locking mechanism on the side. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to pick it up a little bit and slide it in there. So, there you go. So now this side is locked. And now you have to do the same thing with the other side. So now that the opposite sides are interlocked, you just have to lock up the middle part. And that's about it. Alright, so with the Vex Robotics cage, these are optional goalposts that you can attach to one of the sides on each of the things. So what you can do is you can take one of these and you can hook it onto each opponent's side. You'll see that there's little latches that these can latch onto. So you'll do the same thing for this other side. All you have to do is just line up the latches, pull it in and slide down, and it should fit firmly. Now, to connect the controllers for the Vex robots, there's 2 ways you can do it. You can either have it wired or wireless. But in order to have it wireless, you first have to set up wired. So in order to do wired, you put one of these USBs in the back of the controller. And you turn on the robot. On the robot, there should be a little switch right here on the side. This side. So flip that on, and you should see a bunch of blinking lights. So without turning this controller on, you plug in the USB, you wait for all the lights to turn green on the controller, and that tells you that the robot is ready. Sometimes if it doesn't connect right away, what you do is you turn off the robot, unplug one of the USBs from the back of the controller, plug it back in, then flip the robot back on. And you know that once the robot's connected, you hear a little sound, so you can move the controller and see that the robot is moving. Now, in order to make it wireless, what you do is you grab two of these Vex Next USB hubs. So you take off the casings, and what you do is you just connect the USB cable from each side. Then you finally turn the controller on. So what you do is you put one of these within the Cortex, which is this black box on the robot. You plug one of these into the back of the controller. Then you wait for the lights to turn green. And since you hear the little, there we go. And once you start to hear the little sound coming from the robot, you should be able to move it wirelessly. Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to charge the actual Vex robot. It's very simple. So all you have to do is you go towards the Cortex, which is this black box on the robot, and you look for this little white capsule. It should have black and red wires running out. So all you have to do is you kind of you want to slightly pull at it. Then once this is loose, you plug in the charger. So within the charger block, it has two settings. It has fastest and safe. It's preferred you want to use safe just in case you don't want to blow up the school. So it's already set onto safe. And what you do is you take the white capsule from the charging brick and you plug it into the white capsule from the robot. You should see that there are clips that indicate where they should connect. So once you connect it, you should hear it snap and see the little tag kind of stick onto it. And once you look on the brick, you see that red indicate it is charging. It will turn green once it is full. Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to charge the batteries within the Vex controllers. So all you have to do is you have to get one of these things. It's called an Allen key. So what you do is there's a screw on the back panel. So you start to unscrew the back. Then you lift up and the battery should come out. So to get the batteries out, you use the Allen key to kind of start flicking at them, so they should start popping out. And once you start to have all the batteries out, what you would do is you would look for this blue little console that has the word Vex on it. So all you have to do is you plug it in, then you start to put your batteries in. You know this is on once it starts flashing red. That means it's ready. So on this, there's a little panel which tells you the polarities of how you put the batteries in. So you put the negative on the bottom and the positive on top. So once you plug them in, they should start charging. I believe once it's finished, either the red light goes off or it should turn green, one or the other.